Alright. I don't know if anybody's managed to keep up with this. It still says that the stream is unstable and we're potentially lagging and shit, but we'll see what we can make do. Yeah, no, it's just... buffing the crap out of things. Anyway, we'll push on, and I might just have to finish this on my own later. Pencil, I want to do... So yeah, we were, I don't know, I'm just going to assume people are sort of coming in as they come in, and we'll try and catch up with things, I guess. Yeah, we were playing some Diablo. Lots of fun. I have played some of the second, which is what we're playing. We're playing Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is the, like, their updated version. I think if it wasn't for COG's absolute love for the game, I'm not sure I would have spent $70 on it. Because while there is some fairly significant visual updates, and it is almost like a new game, if I had bought the original game, I'm not sure that I would have spent $70 to buy this. If I bought the original, I don't think I would have spent $70 to buy this one. Because it doesn't come with, like, new content, it's just, like, quality of life stuff and then visual updates. And while that is definitely worth money, you know, it's not my favorite game in the world, so I don't know if I would have spent the money. But given that I didn't already own the game and that and we're playing it together, I was super happy to, like, put in the money for it, for this one. And I'm glad I did, because we're having good fun with it. And I do enjoy the Diablo series. It's a solid game franchise. But yeah, there's definitely some controversy going on at the moment. I'm probably not going to touch too much on it, unless people specifically want me to, and ask in chat. But suffice to say, I'm on the side of the former employees and various people who are still currently there, and I think their plight is important. And I entirely understand the, like, you know, culture of workplaces and difficult things like that. Like, I've definitely been on the receiving end of some of the awfulness that can happen in places. Yeah, back! Welcome back, Max. You'll have to let me know if it's any better or any worse. I don't know what it is. I think it might potentially my my internet service provider just being shit. If it is that, I'm gonna have to like call them up and fucking yell it. Looks good to you? Awesome. I probably lost a bunch of viewers for that. And I think I'm happy. I'd much rather it be... Oh, there it went. Oh. Hey! Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna... Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna let it ride, and we'll get as much of this done. And again, cool. I might not color on stream. I might just do this, but we'll see how we go. Oh, you'll support me to the end. Thanks, man. That is super appreciated. That's what we need in the world. We need more supportive folk. Got me unmuted. All good. Lucky. Thank you, buddy. So I'm really tempted to do a, like, wave over Hokusai type deal. No, wave over Kanoa? I'm a terrible art teacher. I forget the names of everything, all the arts. But yeah, in that kind of, like, Japanese woodblock style. So I think that'd be funky. And then we'll do like a cloudy thing up top here. Hey, bees! All good, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm super enjoying the Diablo stuff. So we're definitely going to be playing some more of that. Once we get to 11th, which is next Monday, we're going to be playing some Book of Travels on the channel, because I am super enjoying that game. Today's prompt is Storm. So we're going to be doing a Storm in a bottle. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. It doesn't just make it look fucky. There we go, I think that's it. He's making funny noises in the corner there. Bee swarm! A resident bidet today. Oh, bidet. Oh, good stuff. Oh, speaking of bidet, Critical Role has announced their third season is coming out soon, starting in October. So, Max, if you're keen to check out some awesome D&D stuff, I would watch the start of, or watch through, their third season, because they're really, really good at what they do. I am in love with all of Critical Role, and they are just masters at the craft. So that gives you a really good basis of like what a very high-end D&D session looks like. But then also being able to get in at the start of this season, if you're super keen on it and you enjoy it, their sessions run for like 4 hours long. It's every Thursday. And basically what that means is, and they do like podcasts and all sorts of things. But you can then have something that you can consistently engage with in the Dungeons and Dragons type world. And then, if you're really enjoying it, you can go back and watch the first 2 seasons, which are like 100 episodes long, so like 400 hours worth of content for each season. The first one was amazing. I loved every minute of it. There were a couple of low points in terms of like lulls in the story, but I think it was balanced quite well with like super high tense points, so it kind of gave you that good sort of flow of story content. And there's a lot of like really interesting like character development and story arcs and just like watching the actors develop as players, because they're all voice actors, so they're from some quite famous games that you have probably played some of. For example, if you have played Overwatch, there's quite a few characters in there. If you played any of the Lord of the Rings stuff, like Shadow of Mordor, or what's the newer one that came out not too long ago? Anyway, there's quite a few of them in that, which is cool. And so, yeah, some familiar faces there. There's also a couple of actors in there. If you've ever watched Blind Spot, one Ashley Johnson plays in that, and she's adorable as a human. Yeah, if you have the chance, go and check that out. The other content that they've got at the moment, Exandria Unlimited, is also a pretty good one. But it's like condensed story with a few new faces, a few old faces, and a different DM. And I think it works really well. There is my Instagram, ladies and gentlefish. If you would like to check out my other art, check out some historical art I've done, and then also just what am I forgetting? The other Inktober stuff. All my Inktober stuff is going up there at the moment. So if you are particularly keen to check some of that out, that's the best place to do so. Alright, this is looking pretty good. We've got some high detail in there, we've got some sort of interesting stuff going on. I think if we sort of emphasize some of this a little bit, we'll get what we're looking for. Oh yeah, that's it. And we need to put our storm cloud at the top here. Whew. I'm not sure if we do this in pen. I mean, I probably should. I'll define the shapes, I guess, in pen. And we'll go in like... So the idea I had was to like put some fog in this like middle section. And then have like full cloud cover at the top. And I was going to put some like rain kind of effect, if you will, throughout. And we're just gonna like do some little cork design in here. The more I chill with this playlist, the like happier I get with it. It's just so like boppy and funky, but chill at the same time. Yeah, it's my kind of jam, I think. We need to figure out what we're going to put on this label, actually. So if anybody has an idea, I was considering putting like the name of a famous storm or something, but I don't particularly want to have that be a sore spot for, because, you know, storms do fuck tons of damage, and some people have still not recovered from some quite famous storms out there. And if I could avoid that, I'd rather avoid that. Relays Creations, thank you so much for the follow. I hope the stream is actually working for you. Where do you hail from, great friend? New friend. Feel free to let us know in the chat if you're around. If you would rather just, you know, have a lurk, that's cool too. No biggie. Bigger smalls. You hail from north of me, you reckon? Okay. Curious. Now, is that north of me within the same country, or is that north of me in the world? Within your landmass. Yes. Okay. Cool. So from the Queen's land, from the land of our great sovereign leader, or potentially, you're spooking me out, Max. Thanks, buddy. Or you could be from the Northern Territory. Or from Lizzie's place. Ah, very good. We like Lizzie. Old Lizzie. She's quality. Alright, I'm going to use that one. We will use some of that next. And then this is probably the lighter ship that I wanted. It is. Perfect. So how did you find your way here? Happy finding more traditional artists on Twitch. Very good. That's what we like. Yeah, how'd you find your way here? Are you a member of the stream crew? Are you a member of the Swordcraft community? Are you friends with myself in the real world? You found me by the traditional art tag. Okay, cool. That's even better. Awesome. Yeah, so, given that you've only literally just found me, here's a little spiel about who I am. There you go. Yeah, I'm a... Awesome. Yeah, I'm a traditional artist. I actually do a little bit of every art. Digital art and... like tattoo design and tattooing. I also do sculpture. I do a little bit of performance here and there. So I do a lot of art. I also play games. We were playing Diablo earlier today, which was good fun. Resurrected, so not two. With some friends. But yeah, we're just doing Drawtober at the moment. So if that's your jam, you're most welcome. If you're keen to, you can tell us a little bit about yourself. You're clearly a fan of art and traditional art, which put you in good stead around here. It is indeed your jam. Very good, very good. That's what we like. You're a software dev. Interesting. Cool, cool. What sort of software do you develop? And Twitch art is your hobby. As in, you do your own Twitch arting? I have to check you out now. Let's go and have a look. Oh, you do! Oh, that's awesome. You have a follow, sir. You'll have a crack at any medium you can get your hand on and you'd like to draw. That's awesome. Very cool. Mining machinery monitoring currently, and you've worked a few places throughout your career. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, mining is mining's where bucks are, for sure. I've had quite a few friends and some family members in the past who have done like worked with ecology and like output monitoring for mining systems. You stream on Monday nights. Cool. I will definitely see if I can catch one of your streams. It's going to be a software developer. Very competitive, yes. Yeah, I did know that. It's similar to art in that way. If you can break into the industry, you can get paid a lot, but you have to work your ass off, and you have to be in the right place at the right time. I think is probably better than everyone else, because honestly, at times it's literally just luck, rather than self-care, everybody. Make sure you have a drink. Make sure you have something to eat. I will myself hydrate. Alright, let's take a look at where we're at so far. So we've got this storm bottle going. I'm doing Drawtober at the moment, which is if you don't know, though most people do, it is a month-long prompt-based art challenge. So every single day you get a prompt, and you create an artwork. The prompt is Storm, yes. So it's like Inktober type thing, but there's some controversy around Inktober. Speaking of controversies, people have made their own prompts this time around, and I'm happy to encourage that. So I've continued in the same vein. I'm going from Shriektober, I believe. Where is my list? Yes, Shriektober from the Shrieking Wizard Co. Streaming. Saturday, 2-hour speedrun challenge. Yeah, very cool, very cool. I was gonna do streaming, but I got to it super late. I found out about it like right at the end of September. And so I was like, oh yeah, that would be a good idea for me. Because as a streamer, it makes sense. And also because quite a few of the people that I enjoy watching and regularly sort of talk to on streams are some of the ones that have actually been involved in making it. So I was like, oh, I should totally do that, but I had already sort of picked out a couple of prompt lists, and I was like preparing all my stuff and getting ready to go, and I was like, it's a bit too late. So I'm definitely going to do it next year, the streaming stuff. And if I find time over the weekend, maybe I'll just pick a couple and just bash a few out. But I am already making things hard on myself at the moment, because I'm doing 2 prompts this year. You know, a couple of streamers who contributed? Yeah. I have an artists. There you go. Some of those names are on the list of people who. Those are awesome people. If you haven't subbed or followed any of them, you probably should, because they're awesome people. Great humans, great streamers. Yeah, so I made things difficult for myself. I'm doing 2 prompts lists this year. One of them is James and Al. Yeah. Yeah, Charles can be a little distant, and he's got some quite strong views about art, which some people don't like. Which is fair, like, for other people, if they're not keen on that. But he does really good art, so it's hard to say. In terms of, I'll get a piece of paper to just clean this. I'm also doing Tatuba, which is I'm making tattoos. So that was Oak. Yeah, he's definitely up there with one of the best traditional artists on Twitch. So this is some of my stuff that I've been tattooing of late. And these are all prompts. I don't have today's ones finished yet, unfortunately, because I'm behind, but that's where we're at with these ones. So those are my tattoo ones. This is synthetic skin, so it's like silicone. So a bit of rubber, and you just tattoo on with a machine to tattoo into it. Because I didn't want to do it on people. So those are my tattoo ones that I'm going through. And this is the traditional works that we do. So I'm doing 2 this year. I learnt my lesson from the year before, because last year I did 3. So I had 3 artworks every single day, and it killed me. They also didn't turn out very good. Speed draw talent. Needs 62 prompts. Well, hey, I can... If you hang around, I can send you a whole bunch if you want them. If you go to my Instagram... the prompt list is there. So you can check that out if you want to. I compiled it from a few different places, so... it's basically just the prompts that I thought were good, and then I put in some of my own from a couple of lists to make something that I thought would work for tattooing, because it's not really a thing at the moment. Tattoober. People do Inktober with tattoo stuff, but there's no specific tattoo-based one. So that's basically what I was trying to make with it. Yeah, but I did 3 lists last year and killed myself with it because I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I basically killed myself with it, and the artwork suffered. Like you can see on the Instagram, I have my old ones from last year, I believe, or the year before up there. Still, some of them anyway. I'm pretty sure I took down some of the ones that I didn't like because they just weren't good enough. And you can see in there that like they're not as good. I had to rush them and make them very sort of doodly, because I was like struggling to get through 3 in a day and still, work full time and all that kind of stuff. Because I was teaching at the time. I'm a high school teacher. So I also teach the arts, as in I teach visual art. That's one of my subject areas. And so that was a struggle, and taught me pretty quick that like limiting yourself sometimes is better for the artistic thing in the long run. That you don't need to rush things necessarily. You don't need to get 100 things out. Just those things. 3-minute 2 prompt mashups. Oh, I'm keen. I'm so keen. That sounds amazing. Yes. Yeah. Probably less doodly than that a little bit, but also like not to the quality I was happy with either. Like they were 5-minute sketches, I think, 5-10-minute sketches. So like nothing of any serious note. But I was unhappy. I was unhappy with the quality of some. Some of them turned out pretty good. Like you can definitely see the ones that I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm happy with this, and put more effort in. But like they're definitely not to this standard. My pictures are always those. Yeah, not always, but sometimes. It's heaps fun to do, but definitely not every artist's cup of tea. Yeah, I would probably have some fun with that, like 3-minute rush through drawings. But I think I would want to spend time ahead of time planning out what I wanted to do, and then sort of hastily rush through them. Do you give yourself time to prepare an idea, or do you just jump straight into, whatever the plan is? Just jump on the prompt, and then you have 3 minutes to both come up with an idea and draw. Because that itself would be an interesting thing. Just like, how quickly can you come up with an idea and execute it? I think that would be that would certainly be an interesting one to see how people react to something like that. It's always fun to pick artists' brains, because like every artist works a little bit differently. 1 minute timeout between each drawing. No prep. Unity program randomly giving you prompts. Oh, I have to watch this stream now. Is this one you've already done? Or are you going to do? Oh, that sounds so good. I'm so keen now. Oh. Relays, you spoil us. Yeah, that's awesome. I am so keen for that idea. I would happily do something like that. I don't know if I'd be any good at it, but like, oh, yeah, I'd love that. Did on Saturday, just gone. It was fun, so you're keen to do it again. Okay, cool. Well, I'll check out stream for sure. Because yeah, that sounds exactly like my kind of jam. The bad ideas and drawings were half the fun. Yeah. Yeah, when you know it, when you give yourself license to be silly, when you give yourself license to, like, have stuff not work out, I think the freedom to create stuff actually makes some things better. Like, just being like, oh fuck it, I know it's gonna be a bad idea, but I'm gonna make it anyway, because why not? I think that actually frees you to kind of, like, make things a little better anyway. And so you kind of surprise yourself with some things you can come up with, but also you just have fun with it. So like sometimes things can be trash, and that's okay. Just revel in the ridiculousness of it, I guess. That's that's what memes are. That's what the memes do. It's only ever gonna last for 3 minutes, and then something's different. Yeah, that's it. If you revel in that idea, if you really take it on, I can see that being really freeing in terms of like artistic creativity and like getting things just down on paper. Ad time. Yeah, that's one of the things. I don't know. I feel like I should turn them off. The ads. But like, and we're back. Yeah, I feel like I should turn off the ads a little bit, but then also like, I want to give subscribers some reason to subscribe beyond just like, hey, here's some, extra cool shit on occasion. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. It makes me feel bad. The whole ad thing, just. But I guess it's the artist in me. I'm like, I don't know how I want to sully the art. Need to encourage people to pay for subs though. To keep the ads on, yeah. You can really space out the time between them. You can't turn it off. But you can set the time limit. So I could set it for like 2 hours or something. Which is a thing, but that then, that's the channel. I wouldn't make as much money, and I'm pretty sure Twitch does a thing where it's like and I don't know this to be true, but like if you lower your ads and stuff, they're pretty less inclined to boost you and seeing some ratings and things. You can run pre-roll ads on your stream, yeah. So I've set mine for an hour. Mine are every hour. And I've specifically said they have to be less than 60 seconds, because I don't want people to have to sit through those really fucking long ones. So I've already pretty heavily limited it. Because I know some peeps who are like, oh yeah, every 30 seconds there's a fucking ad. Well, not really. It's more like, every 20 minutes or so, here's an hour and a half or a 2 minute or a minute and a half ad. You can just threaten the viewers if it's sub they die in 24 hours. Oh, that's a bit rough. I don't think we need to threaten them necessarily. Tell them a wild cog to terrorize the villages. Actually, it'd probably be more like a wild me, I think, given my given how I play Minecraft. I'm more likely to come in and fuck someone's village up. You have yours set to a minute and a half each hour. They didn't see a single ad? Okay, cool. Yeah, I've turned off pre-rolls and or at least set them so that they don't start straight away, and then try to sort of compress the time of them a little. Just because I think I would rather make my money off. I think I'd rather make my money off subs and like people buying prints off me or buying the cards I make and things like that. Hacks. You stream crashed a couple of times within an hour, so it abused the timer. That's awesome. That's fair. Nice. Yeah. That's. I think that's it. That's it. Like, if you really like the content you're watching, it makes sense to watch the video. Otherwise, it's kind of feels a bit. Yeah. You subbed to me because you loved me. Felt I deserved it. I appreciate that. I feel the support, man. Get ads there. Twitch is providing your hosted service for free. And since you're too new to have any subs, you only made affiliate on Saturday. Well, sir. Thanks. I know you got my back, man. You're the best. Yeah. If you are fairly new, that's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations on your affiliate. I've had mine for less than a month, maybe. Got a few subs. But I have quite a few friends who do the kind of like circular sub thing, so we don't actually make money off it. It's a bit silly. So I will sub to all my friends, and then they sub to me. It's just sort of back and forth. Here are my emotes. If you want to check them out, I am sure you can very happily make your own. Yeah, if you ever want some help with things, I don't know how I could help you all that much, other than just like shouting you out, supporting the channel, that kind of stuff. You are welcome to join our Discord. You like the dad? Thank you. Yeah, join our Discord. It's a group Discord for our whole group, but our group of streamers. So if you're looking for a place for your community or a place to just interact with other streamers and stuff, that's where we hang out. Yeah, if you're keen on like collab type stuff, there'd be quite a few peeps in there who are happy to do that kind of thing. We play games together. I don't know how I would do an art stream with someone else, but I'd be keen to try and figure it out. I'm trying to get my channel a little bit more art than variety at the moment, because I'm sort of playing as much gaming as I'm arting. This month is different. Yeah, things like that pop up. And as you get out there more and do more things, go speed drawing. Oh, that would be interesting and cool. We'll have to have a chat about that. I think that would be an interesting one. But yeah, as you sort of build up an audience and stuff, like opportunities and things will come along for all sorts of fun stuff. So even if it's just a little hobby and you're not taking it too seriously, there's still opportunities to do lots of fun things and make a little bit dosh on the side. Yeah, the art side of Twitch is a little harder to break into than the gaming one. So like having a niche, having some kind of difference to your channel really helps. And then it's just consistency. Like, the more you do things, the more you're there, more people support, and the better you are to your community. So like, the more you get to know people and chat with people. Give that to Carrie, for example. He's an awesome supporter of the channel. And he just turned up from watching us from one of the pages. okay artist and very creative thinker. Yeah, that's it. Creative thinking goes a long way in the art world and specifically on like streaming services. Diversifying is also really good if you get into multiple platforms. So like stream on Facebook, stream on YouTube, stream on, you know, everything else. It's good. My streams themed around pop culture. Probably Wheel of Fortune. Cool. Sounds funky. Yeah, having your own little niche is good. Spin it twice and draw a mashup of fan art. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I did that as an idea. The whole channel sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to like go and proper check all this out. You are definitely stealing this from a magic item in D&D. Yes, you are. No, you will. I know you, Cog. I know you, buddy. Cog is one of the other streamers that we hang out with. He does a lot of D&D stuff. We play a lot of games together. He's a cool dude. Cool dude. This is what it looks like on the inside of a Pokeball, you reckon? Just like a fucking storm in there? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Or just a potion's description. We tend to put in a lot of effort into our D&D sessions. Probably too much, some would say. But we have entirely homebrewed a whole world, and we regularly play in different areas of it and do a whole bunch of interesting things therein. And part of that is homebrew and custom potions and magic items and all sorts of things. So we like to have his rep for the kind of stuff. So this would fit the bill pretty well. Curse Strahd, flavor, made up things like health potions, had things floating in. Yeah, I dig that kind of stuff. Describing the world you make in a way that makes it seem alive, I think, is really important in role-playing type games, because people need to engage with the world in a tactile way, because their character is, but they can't physically. If we're playing in person, I will usually bring a viz rep of something in a game, whether it's a puzzle or it's a potion vial, whatever. I really like the potion vials that have got dice in them. So like health potions with that number of dice for the health potion. Or another good one is like getting potions, making potions out of like cocktails. I like that as an idea. I've done that a couple of times, but I would like to do it more. But yeah, anything to immerse the players into the character's world. Your session fell by the wayside since the DM has been courting a lass. Ah, yes, the terrors that befall a D&D campaign, the real world, is definitely one of them. I have oft found a session of D&D sans a few players due to the beck and call of a lass, and then just the usual stuff of like, oh, work got busy and blah blah. So that can be hard. We've been pretty good with trying to keep playing as the major focus of things at the moment. And the pandemic has helped because there's nothing else we can do. Funny because that's what it's like when you're dating, but a lot of wives appreciate lads having a night out with their mates. Yeah, pretty much. My partner actually plays D&D with us, so there's that. If you can get him involved, it's a good time. But yeah, something that's not going to get you in shitloads of trouble. Seems like a win to me. I never understood those partners who are like, no, you can't go out with your friends, you can't this and that. Like that's always seemed like an odd choice to me, as a person. But hey, it's just how things are sometimes, I guess. Alright. How are we looking? I think that's pretty fucking good for, what, 45 minutes worth of work. I'm happy with that. Makes it healthier for a relationship for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That whole thing of, like, trying to control people, trying to keep them around constantly. Like, if your partner has a healthy inner life and, you know, has relationships outside of you, your relationship with them can only be stronger because they're a more fuller person and they're more engaged with their world. It seems pretty standard stuff to me, but apparently it's weird. Well, for some people anyway. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. This is going to go up on Instagram once the stream's finished. I am going to look for someone to chuck us into a raid. Because it is the time for me, because I've got work tomorrow. Who is currently on? James is on. Let's raid into him if he's not about to jump out somewhere. What's he doing? He is doing Stream Inc. Day 6. He's been going for 2.5 hours, so he might be finishing up soon, but that's not bad. Nope, he looks like he's about halfway through, so that's awesome. Let's jump into James then. Yes, so please do give him some love. Thank you very much. I will definitely be watching some of your content in the Raid Shady Lady. Absolutely. I'll be watching some of your content in the off times relay. And hopefully I'll catch them next Monday stream, because that would be awesome. If you would like to, if you have the ability to spam bees and raid, otherwise just whatever raid message, and again, give James some of our love because he's an awesome human. Yeah, it's been awesome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you also, Max, for joining us. You're awesome. Thank you, Cog. Thank you, Blue. You're going to James anyway. Oh, well, that's handy. There you go. So we'll spam some bees. We'll chuck a raid in there. Boop, boop, boop. So if you are subscribed to me, you can just copy and paste that. Tomorrow we're playing some Valheim. Potentially, probably. I'll also be doing another one of my Stream Drawtober stuff. Hey. You got a call? All good, man. We're jumping into a raid to a new person. So I finished up the art. It looks good. I'm happy. Yeah, and then every day this October I am streaming, so I'm really doing myself a disservice. But yeah, feel free to join us every day. You guys are awesome. Look after yourself, self-care. Look after yourselves, guys. You're all the best. Bye now.